probably a couple of months ago, during one of our sermons, I asked you to come up with a list of 5 names of people that you've got a relationship with, but who those people don't yet have a relationship with Jesus Christ. And just ask you to commit to praying for those people, probably on a daily basis. Wonder, how is it that you're going with those 5 names? Have you remembered to continue praying for them? I know I have to admit to you, the 5 names that I've got, I pray not every day, probably not as often as I would like, but I do continue to pray for them. And it's a great practice for me because it reminds me of 2 really important things. The first thing, it reminds me of my calling to share my faith with them. But more importantly than that, it reminds me that it's actually not about me. It's about Christ who works through me. It's about the Holy Spirit who was shaping me and the Holy Spirit who was giving me the words and the opportunities. By praying for these people, I am putting myself in the place where God is best able to use me. And it's amazing what happens. One of the people who is on my list is my personal trainer. I was with him one morning and I am sweating and I'm puffing and my muscles are aching because he's making me lift stuff that's just too heavy for me. And I say, I would just be better off dead because then I'd be in heaven. And he had a big laugh about that. And I thought, I don't think I should have said that. So then I started to explain a little bit more about my belief that heaven isn't something we wait for, but something that we live and experience and reveal now. And that led us into this really great conversation about the nature of heaven here on earth. It only lasted a couple of minutes, but you could see that he was interested. You could see that there was just another seed being planted. I don't know if I would have had that conversation if I hadn't been in constant or continual prayer for him. Encourage you to continue to think, how can you be praying for those people on your list? Because when we come together as Southside, we want to see more people joining Jesus on his journey towards freedom. Our buildings are not going to do that for us. Our groups and activities might be a contributing factor, but the best way that we can help people to journey on that journey towards freedom is by us having interactions with our friends and our families, talking about our faith, sharing our life at church, and helping them to see the work of Christ in their lives. So please, the very least we can be doing is to pray for those 5 people. Till I see you next time, blessings on you.